with the millions.
It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated, folks. Get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action packed, back to back. In fact, this monster will grow. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Yo, what up, friends? Welcome into another edition of Ball and Buds. Yes, you see it. This is a special edition, the Super Bowl Spectacular Preview. Hey, we're going to have people rolling in. There should be a few other people joining us. I just threw the link out to whoever joined in the season preview and said, come on back if you'd like. So you see who we got right now. We'll have more coming in. By the way, if anybody is here, you want Bobby G, and I know Mar will, your channels, you're more than welcome to attach. Guests are welcome. And everybody else is welcome. Make sure you subscribe to Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS. Hit that like button for us, whether watching now or on the replay. It really helps out everybody out here. Just to let everybody know, Dirty Mojo is on IG at Dirty Mojo. Peach at Peachomania on X. You got Canteen from the Bottom Line Sports. You can check him and Flow out at their new show as well. You got Clubber D at YouTube, and Bobby G. Since I don't know all your channels, I'm going to let you go ahead and spit all those out, brother.
I know what it is, man. Audible Sports Podcast on YouTube, and also Game Time 216. So, me and Big Mike for the Man Cave. Check us out.
It's usually longer than that. So I was like, well, I don't know all his channels. I'm not even going to try to say
it. I just got to the point, man. Let's get to the main event.
There you go. Yes, let's do it. Wanted to come into you speaking the main event after the Rumble was done and before UFC comes on. The Rumble, if you did not watch it, Roman Reigns was your winner there. A bunch of shenanigans happened and things like that. So, if you're a wrestling fan, go back and watch it. UFC tonight. I know Clubber D has done some stuff on his channel. Big fight, Volkanovski and Lopes tonight.
Gotta wait. They're gonna wait. It's Shakur versus Teofimo Lopez tonight. That's what's gonna happen. God dang it. That's
who is your winner?
I'll talk about that later.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Dion, you were at a fight the other day, weren't you?
I was at a fight last night, Pro Box. I got to talk to Lamont Jordan's brother. I talked to a couple other fighters there. I was right next to Sean Mitchell, dapped him up. I wasn't able to talk to him. I was trying to talk to Francine. I'm a butcher her name, but hard hitting diva. She's fighting Carissa Shields next. She was right next to me. I was trying to weasel my way in to talk to her, but I didn't want to be too much of a groupie and get her on. But it was pretty fun. It's pretty fun out there in Baltimore. And
I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures you posted, man. It looked like you had a good seat and everything. It looked like you had a good time, man.
So I was right there by the ring. Paulie Malignaggi was kind of like 50 feet from me, 25. I was about to go there and body slam, but I didn't want to get kicked out. You know what I'm saying? And like his comments he said about certain people, last name Floyd.
Well,
let's go.
Do you got a picture of the fit? What was your fit that you were wearing, man?
I'm not a woman. Let's take a picture of my face.
Listen, I'm just saying, yo. Hey, when you're at the game, when you at the fights, you always see the motherfuckers and they posting what they wearing, man.
Oh, I'm not Frank Lucas. I don't got the fur on.
You got the hat on with the big ass shades and shit.
No, I had a bomber jacket, a t-shirt, and some cargo pants. That's all I had. And a backwards hat.
And some ice skates, hopefully.
Yeah, no, trust me, it was rough getting home. Those roads on 295 going from Baltimore to like the Northern Virginia area, it's not that great. So it was fun.
Word up. All right, let's get it kicked off. We got some comments here. Shout out to D Clubs, the original. And then shout out to William Tarkowski, excuse me. Salute. Thank you for tuning in. Says who's going to win? You're going to find that out. That's what we're talking about today. So thank you for tuning in. With salute to you and everyone else tuning in, piling in there. We got a bunch of people coming in. So hit that like button, whether watching now or on the replay. Let's get this kicked off. Last week, we saw two conference championship games. And the first one we saw was, and I wish, you know what? Nope. we're going to save this because I take Jake is supposed to be here, and I want him to eat his crow. So we're going to start instead with the Rams, because I thought he would be here already. Rams and Seahawks is what we'll start with. The Seahawks, which was a great game, as we all said it would be. I know everyone here thought that it was going to mimic the first couple games and be come down to the wire sort of thing, and that it did with the Seattle Seahawks winning 31-27 over the Los Angeles Rams. So let's go ahead and kick this off. Dirty Mojo, start us off. What were your thoughts on this game?
Oh, what a game. I mean, when you watch this game, this was a classic. This should be one of those ones that in a few years you can turn it on into one of the NFL Classic playoff games. Both those quarterbacks were on fire, playing all across the board. It was nothing left out there for our imagination. And I think what we said, too, on the last show was that we hope that this one is going to be one of those games that was totally different from that Denver Broncos game against the Patriots. And it sure enough was. It was a classic game. Both quarterbacks showed out. At the end of the day, I actually thought that the Rams were going to kind of pull it off. It kind of makes you think, too, towards the end of that game, should they have let them score a little earlier or what should they have done? But it all goes back to kick the field goals. Stop going for these plays on fourth down. We've been talking about this shit all year long. I don't know what it is about this algorithm or this what do they call
Analytics.
it? The analytics to go, man, kick the field goal, because all they needed to do was get in the field goal range to possibly just win the game, but they didn't. So, hats off to the Rams. I think they had a fantastic season. I actually thought that the Rams were going to pull that one off, and I think when we had our little our comments and stuff like that, we thought it was going to be like the low-scoring game, kind of like the first one. It wasn't, man. I mean, anybody that was at that game got their money's worth, and anybody that actually plays for cable got their money worth watching that game on television too.
Yeah, I mean, again, all their games during the regular season were amazing, and we didn't expect anything different here. And I mean, you made a very good point. There were some decisions made within this game in both conference championships, to be honest, and there always are. This game comes down to decisions and what the coach decides to do in that sort of thing. And a lot of people, and especially on this show, it's been debated whether those analytics and whether you need to be going forward on certain downs or not is the actual way to go about it. Peach, what do you got?
Hey, great game. It didn't go like I thought it would. I did pick Seattle, if you guys remember. I thought Seattle would win, but I didn't think offenses would go up and down the field like they did. But again, the Seattle Seahawks defense held their end of the bargain. They did what they needed to do to win. They're the best defense probably in football right now, I'd say, especially left over, especially we know only the two teams left.
There's only two teams.
But I will say this. I said I didn't think Sam Darnold would turn pumpkin, but my words were that the defense wouldn't let him turn a pumpkin, but he wasn't a pumpkin regardless. He had a hell of a game, 3 touchdown passes. Hey, you got to give the man his flowers when he deserves them, right, guys?
Yeah,
it's true.
Canteen, what stats do you have for us on this game?
Yeah, man. So we hit the stats on this game. It was 27-31. We look at Matthew Stafford. He ended up going 22 for 35. He threw for 3 touchdowns, 374 yards. Corum, the running back from the Rams, 9 carries, 55 yards. And Puka Nacua, 9 receptions and 1 TD. But Sam Darnold, man, 25 for 36, 3 TDs,
That's
346 yards. Kenneth Walker, 19 carries, 1 TD, 62 yards. And then Njigba Smith, 10 receptions, 1 TD, 153 yards. Here's my thing I want to talk about, Professor. I mean, where does this put McVay, and where does this kind of put? I mean, we all know that Stafford probably is going to end up being the MVP of the season with his numbers. He's had a phenomenal season, but for them winning at least 12 games, and then Seattle with Sam Darnold. I mean, what does that say for the Rams? But I mean, everybody thought Sam Darnold was going to turn into a pumpkin. That was on everybody's radar because he did what he did up in Minnesota, but then he ended up going to Seattle. He performed well in Seattle. The numbers look good on the offense. Their defense withstood all that came their way. But then you look at McVay and you look at a guy like Stafford. I mean, it's kind of like, how much does Stafford have left in the tank? Does McVay have anything left in the tank? But I mean, Seattle, they did what they came to do, man. And that, to me, out of the conference championships, that was the best game out of both of them.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah, no, of course, no doubt about that. Bobby G, your thoughts?
Yeah, man, everybody's spot on. But to me, the biggest stat in the game was 0-0-0. 0 attempts, 0 yards, 0 touchdowns. And those zeros came from Zach Charbonnet. I actually think if he had played, I don't even think this game would have been close. And I'm not saying it would have been a blowout, but I think Seahawks would have won more handily had he played, because his fill-in, George Halani, he made a lot of mistakes out there. A few drop passes that Charbonnet definitely would have made. And I think his absence in the run game was felt, even though K9 did his part, did we could. Obviously, they won the game. But I think I'm as good as the game was, as good as the series was, and as good as the season was for the entire division. I actually think the gap is bigger between the Seahawks, the Rams, and the Niners than it appears. So, and especially if Sam, like obviously this season, it appeared that they're relatively close. I think there's clearly a number one.
Seattle
like for the regular season, a lot of people, it kind of looked
Seattle
like it was.
far.
Yeah, I think it kind of looked like it could have been 1A, 1B, 1C. Now, I think Seattle's clear number one, and the Rams and 49ers are fighting for second and third place, especially if this is going to be the version of Sam Darnold that we get going forward. So,
I definitely agree with you there 100% in that division. But the Rams and Niners are still a top team in the NFC.
Yeah, right? I'm not saying that like that. I'm just saying that in the regular season, it could have looked like it was 1A, B, and C, but it's clearly Seattle, then the Rams and 49ers.
No, I got you. I agree with you there.
Do you think if the Rams would have won, you would have still had the Seattle Seahawks?
I don't think the Rams would have won that game. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Like they didn't get it done. If Charbonnet plays, I think they win that game by at least 10.
Okay. But they did play them close enough, and they did play them close enough that they could have won that game if something went the other way on the other side. Clubber D, this is your division, so how do you feel about those last thoughts?
Well, I mean, the Rams had a chance when Woolen had that penalty when he was taunting the sideline, and that gave the Rams a chance late in the game. And it's like, all right, this is that bonehead moment where you guys need to capitalize. But they didn't. And Sam Darnold, like everyone mentioned, he's shocked everybody, and he's take the pumpkin away unless he does in Super Bowl. But right now he's that dude. And I agree with Charbonnet. He would have added a little more than the backup, because when he said his name, I was gonna be like, who? But it's and with the Niners against McDonald against Kyle, like Kyle was doing trick plays just to get 1 yard against him. We've only scored 18 points or something like that in the last it was something like, was it last 8 quarters? It's only been 16 points, something wild like that. So he definitely has his number to where Kyle is reaching, and we could say injuries or whatnot, fine, whatever. But still, right now I got Seattle as a top dog. I got the Rams, and then I got the Niners. We want to go in that order because they're getting for our game at least, they were getting to Brock Purdy without blitzing. They're just moving Jake Brindle out, moving our center out the way, and Dominic Pooney, our guards, is out the way and getting at Brock Purdy, had to run 400 yards behind the line of scrimmage just to try to throw the ball. So, but in this game, it's weird. You look at the last game that Seattle won, and Jigba didn't get off until the third quarter or fourth quarter. He didn't do nothing in the first half, and then went off. And this game, he was from pillar to post. He was showing out. So Seattle's gonna be tough to beat, and they definitely did their thing. And Darnold, will this be the last time we see him? But McVay's flirting around retirement. Who knows? I know Canteen, you mentioned that, how much gas he has left in the tank.
Right.
Me personally, jealously, they all should retire. Everybody.
You think Stafford should hang it up? You think Stafford should just be done?
Nah, I mean he looks
not the way this
all good to be done right now. I think he's keep on going.
Yeah. He still performed at a high level. He's going to be the MVP, as we talked about. He didn't win this game, but that doesn't take away from the regular season that he had. Seattle, as everybody said, is a great D, and they are one that is only going to be able to get better as you go into the future. And Bobby G, you pointed out correctly. And I mentioned this the week before, Zach Charbonnet, shout out my fellow UCLA Bruin, love you, bro. But he tore his ACL, and that hurts when you don't have that thunder and lightning sort of combination that they needed. That being said, it was still a really good game. I don't think either team, I don't even think the Rams should feel I would run it back if I were them. Good to see Cooper Kupp getting his revenge on his old team after they got rid of him.
Right.
You love to see that come up. But yeah, for now,
So
Seattle's the better team. I think all three, even if you include the 49ers at full strength, I think all three of those teams are three of the best teams in the NFL. Yes.
So let me get you guys' opinion on everything, because and I don't want to take it away any wins that happened in the championship games, but the catch in the Denver Broncos game at the end, and then the Cooper Kupp catch were those catches, because if you look back at the Buffalo game, they basically called that an incomplete / interception when they're eerily similar. So what were your thoughts on I don't want to talk about, I guess we won't talk about the Denver Patriots game, but that catch from Cooper Kupp, would you guys look at that
exactly
and say
the same.
It wasn't a catch?
It was exactly the same play, except no interception. That's what I said that when we talked about that catch during that week. They don't know what a catch is. They need to figure it out, because if it's a catch and you're in the end zone, it's a touchdown, right? Like, oh, you already crossed the plane.
You cross that plane, yeah.
Yeah. And then if you don't cross the plane, it's not. Why?
Because that line wraps around the world.
Yeah, but it's still stupid.
And we had that Megatron rule when he caught the ball. I think it was against the Raiders when he caught it and just dropped it.
Right.
And they said that wasn't a catch. So
because if that play happens, right,
all over again, bro. It's Des Bryant all over again.
Because that catch was on second down, so it would have been third down and 10, right? Or third down and 8, something like that. So they still could have got a first down on the next play, but they called that one a first down. The clock kept going. They rolled down the field. So that's what I was just wondering. What are you guys' thoughts on that catch? And then you look back at Buffalo, and it could be a different story, but
and I also want to
Buffalo catch. That was a pick to me. From my understanding, you got to control it through the ground. Plus, the defender's hand was still clearly in between the receiver and the ball. So it wasn't like he had clear possession. He never had 100% possession. They hit the ground. The defender took it away. Hit the weight room, bro.
I don't think you could tell if he had possession or not. That's the problem.
No, he did. You clearly see the defender's arm in there as they're going to the ground. And then when he hit the ground, he freaking took it. Hit the weight room. Get your weight up.
Cooper Kupp was his drop, though.
Yeah, you won't hear argument from me on that one.
Yeah. All right, cool. And what is everybody's thoughts around we don't have to go long on this, but I'll just make it easy since everybody's here. Should the Vikings have kept Sam Darnold? I think is a pretty legitimate question to ask. Should they feel like they made the right decision? Now take everything into account, right? They still got McCarthy there. They won their last 5 games. He's still their quarterback of the future. They saved, $20-30 million. What do we think about this decision? Where should anybody have thoughts?
I think. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I said I think hindsight. Yeah, you say yeah, they should have kept him.
Mm-hmm.
But when you draft a quarterback as high as they did, you kind of got to get rid of him, right?
Right.
I agree with what they did, but it looks stupid now because of hindsight.
And that's what I thought, because they hadn't fired the GM until he made those comments looking back on the mistake he made.
Right. And they just recently fired him, right?
Today.
Yesterday, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's the thing I was going to say. They fired that dude.
Go ahead, man.
He made the comment, but they asked him a question.
What was he supposed to do? Right.
I know. That was a weird predicament for him to be into, because you kind of don't ever get that. Like, do you think you should have kept him? And then, wow, what is he supposed to say? But
you can talk your way out of that. He should be trained to talk his way out of that.
Right.
I believe when he said around that.
Right. Yeah. You should be able to skirt around certain circumstances, situations, and different things like that. I mean, should they have kept him in hindsight? Yeah, but it's like as Pete just mentioned, it's a money thing, man. When you got a guy like McCarthy and the way he came out, it's hard to deviate and go from that. But like I said, man, Sam Darnold, he's 3. I mean, everybody thought he was gonna be a pumpkin, but I mean, he has come to the forefront and played good football all year since he left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely right. All about the money. When you got a high draft pick like that, and mind you, you're on the clock as soon as you draft him, so you got 5 years, right? He got hurt in his rookie year. Now you got 4 years, right? And it just depends on the value you're putting on Sam Darnold. Like, they offered him $25 million, which is solid for a bridge QB, right?
Right.
Seattle came in with the 35. It's like, do we really want to go that high when I have my first round pick, who I need to see if he can play in this league?
Right.
Plus, people forget they also had Daniel Jones, who they tried to keep as well. So it was more than just a Darnold decision. He had a 3 QB decision to make, and it is what it is.
Yeah, again, I think you said it best, Peach. In hindsight, yeah, you'd love to have kept Darnold, but he failed those last 2 playoff games. It put a sour taste in your mouth. You have a rookie QB. You're saving $30 million. You got to find out at some point. He made the right decision in my mind. It just didn't work out, kind of thing. It wasn't like when Nico Harrison traded Luka. That was just flat out a bad decision. Now you can say whatever you want in hindsight. Now the Cooper Flag is putting up 49 as an 18-year-old, but
Omar, you brought up the biggest point. He also left a sour taste in their mouth at the end.
Mm-hmm.
He did what he normally does before this year.
Yep,
right? So they assume, no, we're going to go with the top pick rookie that we drafted, and we'll move on from the guy that's going to choke every year in big games.
Yeah, I think it was a good decision again.
Yeah, it was a good decision. But like I said,
they're about to trade for Mac Jones anyways.
Yeah, it looks horrendous in hindsight. That's all it is. It's just a hindsight thing. And firing the GM now makes no sense to me. This is a bad time to fire him. I mean, all the other guys are fired now. You're scooping from the bottom of the barrel. Yeah. Like this is a stupid idea. I think you keep one more year in my mind.
So hey, let me ask you guys this: is Darnold the Tom Brady? Because think about it, McCarthy doesn't get injured last year at the beginning of the season. Darnold's not playing, right?
Right.
He's probably playing most of the season. So look what he did last year. He goes 14-2, 14-3. Then he gets the he doesn't get traded, but he gets basically picked up by Seattle this year. And look what he does this year. And you're looking at it like, damn, if McCarthy doesn't get hurt last year, he's probably the backup for the Minnesota Vikings this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you just brought up another good point. I think I read that he's the first quarterback in NFL history to win 14 games back to back with 2 different teams. Back to back in general, maybe.
That's No, you're right. No,
not in general.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. No, all good points, gentlemen. Perfect. All right, let's hit some comments for the next game. Yep, we see you, brother. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. I'm not saying any of these names.
Yeah, some of those are kind of.
I'm not saying.
What is that?
Thank you for backing us up there, Khalif. Oh, with the sub too, we appreciate it. Make sure you tap in with everybody. Sub to all the channels that you got here. The YouTube ones would be Bottom Line Sports, Audible Podcast, and Clubber D. Make sure you probably are sub to Clubber D's already. Speak Indonesian. Yeah, you might have to hit those closed captions in the settings. If you hit that settings button, that way you'll be able to maybe get it in English there for you. But we really appreciate everybody. Salute to everybody from everywhere, all over the world. All right, shout out. All right, cool. Let's move it in to the next game here. Jake, he said he had to work a little late. I think he just doesn't want to eat his crow. So we'll just go ahead and give it to him anyways on the pause on the video. Starting with you, Clubber D. New England Patriots 10, Denver Broncos 7. Your thoughts?
Low scoring, kind of like we suggest because of the weather in the second half of the game. It's not that the Broncos didn't have chances with Stidham. There was opportunities there. He just couldn't make those throws. I actually thought that when I think it was his first or second drive when he had that long pass, I was like, oh, wait a minute. And then they scored. I was like, oh, wait a minute. But then, reality set in, and it's I would say he turned to a pumpkin. He never put the slipper on, so he just stayed in the vegetable aisle. You know what I'm saying? So there's a reason why he's been on however many teams this early in his career. But I feel bad for the Broncos. This is from a person who likes a team who's always injured. To have someone go down right before the AFC Championship game, that's just heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? And I still feel that theory is correct, that he broke his foot or whatever in the locker room, not on the field. I'm going with that conspiracy theory. And why didn't Sean Payton kind of call him out and he say something back recently? I think that was in the news recently that Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson will talk about that nightcap. Basically, I guess Payton may have called him out or something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. But as far as the game goes, like defensive game, and Drake May, I mean, what can we say about that guy? He's the most non-personality having quarterback that is so successful right now. And the guy is like, he's like a plain mattress. He's not a purple, he's not a Casper, he's not a sleep number. He's just a regular Posturepedic. Hey, you want to buy me? Oh yeah, you're always reliable. That's him right now. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the Patriots. Okay, they're not gonna, whatever. I'm not gonna say nothing, but go Patriots.
Bobby G.
All right, 4 words sum up this game. Take the points, Sean.
Yeah, pretty much. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
What are we talking about right now?
The end. Kick the field goal and we're in overtime. Like, what are we doing, guys?
What are we doing?
And it's like he came in. And I hate Sean Payton.
I don't like Sean Payton. I don't like Sean Payton. I'm with you. I don't hate him.
I believe he's one of the more overrated coaches in the NFL.
Facts.
Yeah. And
Facts.
he spent the entire season proving me wrong and making me eat crow. And then that happened. And it's like, bro, can you get out of your own? Stop trying to be the smartest guy in the room.
In the room, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stop trying to be the smartest guy in the room. And that's why you're not in the Super Bowl. So, but I love defensive games. I know everybody, the game's tough. No, I love defensive battles. Man, I play safety, so I'm all about a good defensive battle. Like you say, Drake May, he just made one more play than Stidham could, and that's the difference between having your starting quarterback and not having your starting quarterback. That one extra play that you need to get the job done.
Because that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so.
Damn.
Bobby hitting him with it. Canteen, give us some stats on this game.
I mean, the stats were kind of bleak, guys. 10-7, but when we look at,
but don't give us stats on this game. No,
you want me to? I was about to hit them.
There were some horrible stats. Go ahead, bro. I'm just messing with you.
But Drake May, 10 for 21, 86 yards. Stevenson, the running back, 25 carries, 71 yards. Hollins, 2 receptions, 51 yards. Stidham, 17 for 31, 1 TD, 1 interception, 133 yards. Harvey, 13 carries, 37 yards, and Mims Jr. 4 receptions and 62 yards. I mean, it was a horrible game.
Horrible sound.
But here's what I'll say. I mean, I'll caveat on what you guys have already said, man. Sean Payton, you got to capitalize on when you got opportunities. You got to capitalize. You can't dance around and mess around, especially with the snow and all the weather and all the different factors that went along with that game. And I mean, I know Jake. I know that's why Jake probably ain't gonna pop on. But I mean, this was their opportunity to capitalize and get to the Super Bowl and possibly do something.
Yeah, I wish Jake was here to eat his crow. Unfortunately, it seems like he's going to snake his way out of it. But, yeah, what a horrible game all the way around. And, yeah, the snow had to affect on it in the second half. Yeah. Obviously, with that much snow coming down, it's hard to visibility and things like that. Yeah. But still, it was a low-scoring game in the first half when it was still sunny out, Peach.
Yep.
Right.
No doubt. And I'm going to say this. Mr. Cleo right here told Mr. Jake exactly what was going to happen, did I not? How are they going to score points with their backup quarterback? I said that the whole time, and that's what happened. That's why they lost the game. And then my man brought up the biggest point. Sean Payton not going for the points, my man. Dude, you would have been up double digits with your backup quarterback. Now, you have a hard time scoring with Knicks, guys.
Thank you.
And you have a backup quarterback, and you're not taking the points to get up double digits? Come on, man. That was horrible.
That's it.
Like you said, Drake May, he didn't make any mistakes, but he didn't have a great game either. So you had an opportunity there. If you get up double digits, the game's probably different, in my opinion, guys.
No doubt about it. That was the biggest decision of the whole weekend. If they kick the field goal, go up 10, you're putting a statement on it, and now you're putting some pressure on them to have to come back and seeing if they only scored 10 points in the game, Dirty Mojo. You would think that maybe you had some momentum scoring to the field goal, you might win this game.
And they did. If you look at their opening drive, and if you looked at their initial what they had their game plan, they wanted to score and they wanted to score fast and try to get that lead so that defense could hold them off for them, right? You get that touchdown on that first drive. You go down there and then you get the ball back. You go down there and you don't go for the field goal that puts you up by 10. They didn't go for the field goal, missed the field goal, and had a blocked field goal, right? Those are all the recipes of losing the game. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it, it's like at this point, when your starting quarterback's not out there, you have to kick the field goal. And we've said this before on this page, right? On the site. Teams that run trick plays don't believe that they can win. Teams that go for it on fourth down don't have trust in their defense. How do you not have trust in that defense? That defense was going to do the thing for you. So there's no reason that you should be saying, hey, man, we don't trust our defense. We got to go for it on fourth down. If it's one of those games, like, for instance, I will say towards the end of the game of the Rams-Seahawks game, if you say don't go for it because we're scoring back and forth, I can understand that. But this game is in the beginning of the game. You go up by 10 at home. It's a different atmosphere. I don't know what he was thinking. You know, Hot Take Jake came out here and said that he had the smartest quarterback for the coach in the fucking NFL. Remember that? I think he said that.
Yeah, sure did. Sure did say that.
He fucked that up, man. That was all him. And, you know, as far as – and Bobby, you're right, man. I'm a defensive-loving game, too. I love those games that are 17-14 or whatever. I like defensive-playing games. Unfortunately, this was a defensive first-half game, but the weather was more of the factor in the second
Sloppy.
half. I still would have liked to see, but it was just like a weather type game. But that game was 100% lost. Special teams and Peyton, he gave that shit away, man.
And what else did it do, Lamar? What else did it do? You had the momentum. You gave up the momentum.
Exactly
you don't
what it
give
is.
up the
Yep.
momentum. You don't give up. You didn't. I go for it. If they didn't have the momentum, go for it on fourth down, right? You
Yep.
go for it. But you lost the momentum. You lost the game because of it. It was over after that.
Yep.
And then if you look at it like this, right? Look at their touchdown. It was your backup quarterback making a stupid ass fucking play, and he fumbles it. Take the fucking sack, man. This is why you get up big. He's not making that fucking play. He's not, and that was it. That was just dumb to me.
Because the fourth down isn't as crucial. You're right, because they don't have to necessarily make it if they're up 10.
No, exactly. So I mean, them not having Knicks, I do believe Knicks there, they do win that game. Because I think Knicks would have controlled the offense.
I think so.
Would have controlled the offense better. He would have made better plays because if you saw Stidham or whatever his name is, he was short hopping balls. He was throwing it behind him. He was completely out of rhythm. The late to the second quarter, all the way through the rest of the game, he just couldn't do nothing. And it's
Tecmo Bowl, hike the ball backwards.
Him playing all fucking year and getting 3 plays and getting 3 days of fucking practice because after the divisional rounds. They had to fly. They had to do all of this stuff. So he didn't really get a lot of practice, man. It showed a lot.
Yeah, shout out to everybody watching again. Hit that like button, whether watching now or on the replay. Helps us out. Getting Drickles. Ever since Dan Campbell started going for it on every fourth down, all these idiots follow suit. True.
Yep.
Now let me ask you guys something. So you think that every time that Dan Campbell goes on the fourth down, you think he don't trust his defense? I know it's not
that. It's that when you go for it every time, then people start to they project. They know they're going to assume that you're going to be going for it most of the time.
Right.
And they plan for it.
And it's one thing too, Canteen, is if you have to go for it, you don't have to go for it. The game's tied or you're down by like one.
Like Ben Johnson when he was going for it every time that first half. Y'all remember a couple weeks ago?
With the Bears,
It's like a measuring contest sometimes. They want to intimidate, like, no, we're rough and tough. We can just go for it. And then it's like you expect the defense, like, oh my God, they're going for it. Oh no, we're gonna stop you and take the ball in our side of the field, you idiot. Like so it's time and place for everything.
With the lead. To do it with the lead is just like the dumbest thing ever.
It's asinine. Yeah. So there's a high school, I think they're in like Kansas or something like that, and there's a coach. He never kicks, and he always kicks onside, always goes for a fourth down. And I'm like, okay, I get it. You're high school, but in the NFL, man, fuck.
They're
that
that's like a 2A,
right?
It's 2A, it's not 3A.
No, I think they're private, but they win, but their scores be stupid. Their scores be like 60 to 50 and shit like that because they give the ball up on their 10-yard line. They'll go for it on fourth down on their 10-yard line. They'll give it up. Kick an onside kick, and it's only right there. You kick from the 40-yard line, you go onside kick. The team's getting it on the 40. But it's interesting. I think they got a documentary on YouTube. You guys can watch it.
But to be fair to Dan Campbell too, bruh, if I had Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Sonic and Knuckles, I might go for it every fourth down too.
With Goff as your quarterback, though.
Bro, Peter Parker could be my quarterback. I'm just with those dudes out there. I can get a yard. I
also do think he doesn't trust his defense a lot either because
I'm glad he did against us in the NFC Championship game. I'm glad he did against us.
Yeah, no doubt.
We won.
Not good. Their defense was no bueno.
Yeah, and I mean everything y'all said is correct, and this game. It could have turned anyway, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if Denver can have the same season next year because I'm suspect on them. Yes, just like the Bears.
So I know I saw something on It was Instagram or Facebook earlier, either today or yesterday, right? And it was talking about the Patriots, right? And it showed their schedule, and it said that out of their whole schedule, there's 3 teams that still have their coach from this year. The other teams that they played all fired their coaches.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
Holy shit! So it was like one of those ones. Like, did they play bad teams? Or I mean, they played the Steelers and they played
their strength of schedule, as I had said a couple weeks ago, was below 400. Okay, their strength of schedule was below 400, so it was not good. They did not play good teams all season long. And they would have lost to the Broncos had Bo Nix been playing. Is what it is. All right, word. Again, everybody, make sure you tap in with everybody here. Hit all their channels, hit everybody up on their social medias, hit that like button. Helps everybody here in the algorithm. And as well, make sure you subscribe to Ball and Buds on YouTube. All right, well, this is what you came for. The Super Bowl next weekend, Super Bowl 60, Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots, a rematch of the well-known Super Bowl that all of us know, where Pete Carroll's dumbass decided that he wouldn't use the best running back in football from 2 yards out to seal the game. No, let's outsmart ourselves like we're doing fourth downs every time and try to throw the fucking ball. Big dummy. Still hate you for that. Super Bowl, and now I hate you for ruining my Raiders. Super Bowl 60 will feature the Seattle Seahawks, 4.5 point favorites versus the New England scam cheating Patriots. 45.5 is the over-under there for the Super Bowl. Bobby G, hey, you're our special guest today. You go ahead and start us off. What are your thoughts, and who's your winner and your score, please?
If this game does not come down to 30 seconds left with the Seahawks with the ball on the 2-yard line and one timeout, I'm gonna be pissed.
Right.
I need, Beast Mode and Sherman, all the alumni, because that's the cool thing to do now, be on the sidelines.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna be on the sidelines. I need it to happen just like that. And let's see. I've been going back and forth. You know what? And I hate to say it, Vrabel's gonna get it done, man.
Oh wow, okay.
Vrabel's gonna find a way to get it done. The defense is nice. They just play disciplined football, right? Because that's what they're well coached. I believe. I don't know. Can you let me know this? I think they're the least penalized teams in the league. So they rarely beat themselves.
Right.
And that's part of the reason why they're in the Super Bowl, right? Because they rarely beat themselves. Like every team that they faced to this point basically beat themselves. The Broncos didn't play their A game, and bad coaching helped them get in there. The Texans, we saw what they did. And who do I trust more, Sam Darnold or Drake May? I'm not saying Sam Darnold's going to turn into a pumpkin. But what I'm saying, do I believe in his ability to play 3 decent games in a row, 3 solid, good games in a row?
Right. Yep.
Against 3
and there's more lights
defenses.
In the Super Bowl. There's more lights, bright lights when the Super Bowl comes around.
Yeah, I hate to say I'm going to take the Patriots. I think it's gonna be close. I'm gonna go with a score of 27-23.
27-23, the New England Patriots. We got some questions here coming into the comments. The Argothan Prince, excuse me. Shout out, salute for tuning in. If the South Falcons are the Dirty Birds, what are the Seahawks? Thank you for your joke. We appreciate it. Waka Waka. Ken Drickles. Is Clint Kubiak going to be the Raiders HC? Yes, he will. I'm predicting it now. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Ken Drickles, Mike McDonald with 2 weeks to prepare is going to have Drake May spinning.
That's a factor.
Craig, shout out, salute for tuning in. Appreciate you. Said, nah, Seahawks got this. Defro says Seahawks all the way and says the more lights, the better. Darnold has been. You didn't put the ending there, so I'm assuming good is what you meant there. Clubber D, you were just talking about that. What do you got on this with Mike McDonald?
Yeah, McDonald, I mean, he's one of the top defensive coaches, you know what I'm saying, right now. He's basically put his stamp on that Seattle defense. We had the Legion of Boom. Now we have his style of defense. And you look at his cornerbacks. What's his name? Tariq Woodley, whatever his name is, him and the rookie E-Man. Those guys are like 6'1", 6'2", very linky cornerbacks. Their front four is just phenomenal. Leonard Williams is playing next level, so is Lawrence. So I want to be honest, and Woolen, there you go, my man, Kendrick was, yeah, he put it in Woolen. I want to be honest and with who I think is going to win it. And I'm not trying to sway, because I like a certain team. I'm not going to do anything like that, and I'm not going to act like I'm being, a hater in any way, but I'm gonna say that I'm going with Seattle to win the Super Bowl. Okay, I feel like with this time, and Donald is gonna show and prove that he is not a pumpkin. Okay, and I got Seattle winning Super Bowl, and we doing scores too, or am I just saying
scores?
Okay, I'm gonna say it'll be another low-scoring game to the second half, maybe third quarter or early fourth quarter. Seattle will pull away, but I'm gonna go with 17-9.
17-9. Wow, really low-scoring Super Bowl.
And I'm not gonna act like a certain person. You know what I'm saying? Even though I rock with a certain team. Okay, if y'all don't know.
The play haters ball. Brandon Cleveland says Seahawks by 8. Going to come down to Drake May on third down. Seahawks defense tough on that down. Patriots should blitz Darnold up the middle. I see that every game. I see someone play that. Lamar, you were pointing. It's your turn. What did you have on that?
That guy's
he's copying out. He's copycatted here.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, look, guys. Hey, I'm gonna be a nerd. I'm gonna be a professor stat nerd here, guys. And this is the 7th time that the number 1 scoring defense in the NFL has played the number 1 scoring offense in the NFL and the Super Bowl.
Nice. There we go.
Out of that being said, the number 1 scoring defense has a record of 5-1. The last time that happened, the Seattle Seahawks beat the dog shit out of the Denver Broncos.
Woo.
I got Seattle winning this one big. I don't like the way that the Patriots played against the Denver Broncos. I thought that the Denver Broncos did have a really good defense, but they were all over the place. They would have big scores against one team, and then they would shut out another team. So it was kind of weird, you know what I'm saying, with that situation. But I like the way that the Seattle Seahawks are firing on all cylinders. I think the Seattle Seahawks win this game with the big one, man. I'm gonna go 38-13. I think they're gonna beat them.
Ooh, that's an ass.
I think they're gonna beat the Patriots up really bad, man. So this is the 7th time that the number 1 team scoring defense is playing the number 1 scoring offense. And it'll be 6-1.
Yeah, I left my score over here. I got to grab it. Yeah, someone over there barking away for some treats. Peach, go ahead. What you got?
I'm gonna say exactly. You can go back to last week when I'm talking about the Denver game and put it here. Okay. How are the Patriots going to score, guys? Their offense isn't that great. I mean, I just don't see them scoring much. I see Seattle. I'm with Lamar. I see Seattle just beating the dog shit out of them, and I'm going to go 33-10.
Ooh,
and
won't even pinch the bit.
I think we're going to find out that the Patriots' luck ends today, or next week. The Patriots' luck ends. The week schedule, the week playoff run. It's over next week. They're playing a top team, probably the best team in the NFC for sure. And it's going to be an ass whipping casserole.
Why I got to be in San Fran? Why I got to be in Santa Clara?
They're going to be getting their ring sizes at halftime, guys. They'll be getting their ring sizes done at halftime.
Wow. What's going to be here?
Hey, Canteen, we don't need no stats because the game hasn't been played yet.
I'm not going to even hit no stats. Here's
what you got for us. What's your score?
I like the Seattle, but I think it's going to be a bit closer. I'm going 34-27. Seattle wins by 7 points. They're going to edge them out by 7. I ain't saying it's going to be a blowout, but Seattle in a close one, man.
I'll tell you what, if you want it to be close, Drake May better throw for over 100 yards. Because if he plays like he did last week, there ain't no chance in hell.
And you know what? You know what's not going to happen, right? Nobody's going to run for over 100 yards because Seattle's 26 games in a row. They haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher. Not happening. He better throw the ball all over the place, man, because he's not going to run the ball. They're not going to run the ball.
Hey, Travion Henderson, that Virginia product, he's getting at least 98 yards.
Ooh, 98?
Yeah. Salute to Trave in the comments here. Appreciate you. Yeah, everybody's getting. Hey, don't stay unbiased on us though. Give us your pick. Let us know who you want there. It's not. I don't think it's going to be a blowout either, Canteen. I think it's going to be closer than that. I do believe that Seattle is the better team overall. I think that they have both. I definitely know their defense is, in my eyes, is the better defense. The offenses, I think the Patriots probably just a slight bit better than Seahawks, but we also talked about Charbonnet earlier, which really hurts the Seahawks there. I just don't think it's enough. I do like what Bobby G said about Vrabel. A good coach. Tennessee should have never got rid of him. I know they're lamenting that now. seeing where he went with the team. But yeah, I don't think that Seattle is going to lose this game. I think they get their revenge. I forget what was the score of the last game. Does anybody remember off the top of their heads? What was the score of the Super Bowl where
last Super Bowl?
2015?
Yeah. Does anybody remember the score off the top of their head? Don't worry if you don't. I don't expect anybody to. Anyways, okay. I think it's going to be something similar to that. It's a 45.5 over under. So I'm going to go with. Let's go with the. I'm going with the Seahawks. 27-21. Seattle Seahawks over the New England Patriots. So similar to Canteen, probably 6-7 points, a little bit lower scoring, but still close enough that it'll be a game towards the end. Seahawks get their revenge, and get that title back that they lost with Marshawn Lynch. Plus, I hate the scam cheating Patriots, so I don't want to see them win anything. So I was never going to pick anything else other than Seattle. Shout out to everybody still here in the comment. Yeah, y'all are blowing up the comments. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Seattle got a Boeing.
I got a point question for everybody.
Do they might cheat
season
for
ends,
the Patriots to
Kendrick-
stick it to Belichick?
Especially at 27-17 Hawks. That's a good score.
27-17.
That's pretty decent.
We'll get right to you, Bobby G. Give me 1 second. Let me get
No
the
doubt.
these.
No doubt.
Drake May is he banged up? I haven't heard anything about that. Does anybody know anything about that?
I mean, I just saw he was questionable on ESPN, and he's questionable for the game. I don't know what his injury is, but it's
Right shoulder. Throwing
right
shoulder.
shoulder.
Oh,
shit.
man.
He got
Throwing
2
shoulder.
weeks. He
Interesting.
got 2
Okay.
weeks. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck, yeah.
When was that? When did that come out? That report.
Yesterday. I saw it yesterday.
He's gonna hop in the
Yeah.
back to tank. He'll be all right.
It's probably just one of those things that they got to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
he still,
don't think it's gonna be that bad. 34-13. I don't think it's gonna be that.
he still
bad.
practiced yesterday, though, guy. He practiced yesterday. He wasn't full participant, but he practiced. He'll be fine.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Bobby G.
Be
You got
over.
something you wanted to say?
Yeah, somebody in the chat had mentioned Mike McDonald being 2 weeks to prepare.
Yeah.
My question there is preparing for what? He's never been there. He doesn't know what he's preparing for. On the other hand, on my sideline, I got 9 Super Bowl rings between my offensive coordinator and head coach.
That's a good
They-
point.
they-
That
they
is
know
a very
That
good
team's gonna be ready to go.
Mm.
That's my comment. My question for everybody is: let's say Seattle gets the job done. That gives Sam Darnold a Super Bowl ring.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make the 2018 QB class better than 2004?
I think it's
2004, you got 4 Super Bowl rings. You don't have MVPs. You got a bunch of all pros. But in 18, you would have 3 MVPs and now a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
That's major.
With the other
That's
guys.
huge.
Crazy.
I
Who
mean,
are the other
Super Bowl-
quarterbacks in that 18?
18, you got Lamar, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Darnold.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, that was the same draft.
Josh
Wow.
Rosen.
Woo.
In 2004,
That's
you
huge.
got Eli,
That-
Roethlisberger,
18
Phillip
is
Rivers.
huge, man. 18 is
I know
huge.
you. I know you threw that shot at Josh Rosen, but don't besmirch the great name
Hey,
of Joshua
he's in
Rosen.
there.
He was talking shit when he
He's in
came in. He was talking. Who was in 04 again? It was Ben.
Before you got Big Ben, Phillip Rivers, Eli. So you got 4 Super Bowls. Roethlisberger got 2. Eli got you 2.
And
Yeah,
JP.
let's say, Losman was first round, 22nd.
Yeah.
Let me
You
say
got
this.
no MVPs.
I'll flip it on you too,
No,
because
class.
you said the Patriots are going to win. What if Drake May wins the Super Bowl? That 2024 class already has like 6 playoff wins and a Super Bowl. So you add that 2024 class in there.
So I would probably go the 04 because even though there's no MVPs, those guys are probably first round ballot Hall of Famers, right? Would you
Facts.
say that?
Big facts. Big
Big
facts.
Ben. and all
so
those
with-
guys,
Mm-hmm.
Big Ben, yeah, Roethlisberger, Phillip
Phillip Rivers.
Rivers, maybe
Yeah,
not.
all
depending
three
on-
of
Eli
them.
Manning. Don't forget Eli.
Right,
He has
so-
2 Super Bowls.
JP
Eli-
Lossman.
So with this
Matt
class,
Schaub
it all
was in that
depends on
class
how.
too, just third round.
Hey.
So it all depends on how
BBA.
it ends because those guys still have years that are playing. So Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, those guys still have years playing. So they could potentially rise up and become a first ballot Hall of Famers. Lamar Jackson, maybe he might get one depending on if he gets a Super Bowl championship or not. But yeah, as of right now, if you were to say today, well, you said if Seattle wins it, I would still go the 04 class. Yes.
Yeah, you know what? That's all really good points. We can definitely compare those going into the future. They're definitely going to be able to see something we can see in a few years looking back on. But this is a good question that we got because everybody we were talking about before the stream started. So we might as well just let everybody know how we feel before we get out of here. He says, "Is my homie," and I loved what you called him, ball chuck. That's what he is, a ball chucker. Yeah, dude. Anyways, is he getting snubbed out of the hall or not? Again, we bantered this around. Thoughts, everybody who thinks he was. Now, I will give some backstory on this because I heard y'all talking beforehand. The Hall of Fame does have a new process where you can only vote in 3 people, and you had people like L.C. Greenwood and some other players that had been waiting a long time, and so some of the voters that didn't choose Belichick did come out and say that's why, is because they wanted to pick those 3 of the older players who hadn't been in.
That's crazy, man.
Nah.
How long Reggie Craig's been waiting for? How long?
Right. But I'm just saying that's what one of the voters said. You can only vote 3. And so that's why he didn't reach 80%.
He deserves to be.
They're only letting 3 into the Hall of Fame now every year?
Yeah, they're trying to cut down on the classes because there was a lot of people saying that they were letting too many people in, especially that 20-person class of 2020, which was ridiculous.
Bill Polian got his get back. That's what happened.
Yeah, it's all good.
Bill Polian got his get back. And the winningest coach in the history of the game is not.
That's crazy, and the numbers don't lie.
Not a Hall of Famer.
Numbers don't lie.
It's not like he's Barry Bonds. It's not like he's Barry Bonds or somebody like that. But it's just didn't somebody not vote Ken Griffey? You know what I'm saying? Like there's always that one just ridiculous person that's not going to vote someone automatically in that should be in. And like I said, Belichick, just like the Shedeur Sanders treatment, and you're not bigger than the system. That's all it is.
Right.
Pat on the butt, sit down for a year. We'll get you in next year.
Hey, Kendrickles, I'm with you. It is because of this. Get your cheating ass down, Belichick.
I don't even
punk
think
ass.
cheating
Get
thing,
your
man.
ass down. Huh?
I don't even think it's the whole cheating thing, man.
No, I don't either. I'm being.
Because when you look at T.O., we were talking about T.O. earlier. I mean, look at T.O. T.O. is one of the top 3 receivers in the league. Period.
But it was because he was a locker room hassle.
He's an asshole to the reporters. He's an asshole.
If you're an asshole to people are not going to like you and not want to do things.
They're the ones that vote you in, right?
Right. They vote you in. Yeah. That's true.
And look, I do agree. As much as I hate the Patriots and I just despise Belichick and Tom Shady, he cheating or not, you still have to be somewhat good to win 7 Super Bowls. Cheating or not.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cheating or not. So.
And go to 9.
So are they not going to vote in Tom Brady because of that when he's up? Come on, man.
That's what I was about to say. The question. Do you now say that Brady cheated too, and then he can't get in?
Of course.
I mean,
that's my point.
I would love that. Please, God. Please, God. Please, Lord.
Is Richard Seymour in or Willie McGinnis? Are they in?
That's a good question.
You said Willie McGinnis, he's in the Hall of Fame?
Are they? They're not in, are they?
Let me see.
I think Seymour is.
I know. Willie McGinnis is. I know that S-Curl might be in, but I don't know if he's in.
Let's see.
Hey man, and they did Willie McGinnis bad on the NFL
really
Network.
Richard Seymour is. Yeah.
I didn't like how they did Willie McGinnis on the NFL Network. I didn't like that.
I bet he didn't go in as a Raider.
Yeah.
No, he definitely did not go in as a Raider. That's for damn sure. What a horrible trade
McGinnis
that
is
was.
not in.
McGinnis is not in.
No, he's not.
Good. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. That's your answer to that one. I think everybody agrees. Belichick, no matter what you think about his cheating and or his girlfriend and his antics and his UNC run so far, he should have still got in. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Voters do stupid shit all the time. We've seen it a couple years ago. Ichiro. Who was it that didn't get in unanimous speech? It was Ichiro, right?
One person.
Jeter didn't get in unanimous. Like
all of them.
Ripken, all of them.
Like some of these voters are just, come on, man, stop being a jackass.
DJ Surhoff.
Who?
They don't have to tell. They don't have to tell their vote. That's the issue. So they can.
They can hide behind.
Yeah,
right.
They can hide behind it.
Yeah.
Well, we hope y'all don't hide, and we hope y'all turn out to more Ball and Bud streams. Y'all like that. BALLANDBUDS. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, whether watching on the replay or now. And we got one more thing. I know some people wanted to get out of here, so I will let everybody say their goodbyes, but we got to get one more thing to go. Bobby G, let me bring you up to the top. We got to solve this money issue we had from the beginning of the season. Someone made a little bet, a 3-parter at $100, I believe, for each
each leg
of the parlay, which means that someone owns someone $100. Dirty Mojo, you would be the loser in this situation. Would you like to defend your bets?
Well, of course. I mean, you guys got to look at it, right? I was basically told that I made stupid bets. Hindsight 2020, my bets were pretty good. If Atlanta had a fucking a coach who knew the fuck he was doing, we would fucking win. But like I said, when I made my bets, it was based off of what I believe the season was, and it went off last year's season with the with the Chiefs. The Chiefs didn't look as good, and they didn't. They came off, they didn't look good, and this was even before all the injuries. I think the worst bet that I had was the bet with the saying that they would be last. But if Omar's team didn't have the shittiest fucking coach in the NFL this year, I might have pulled it off. But hey, to look at it, man, I made my comments. I thought the Falcons had the opportunity, and they did, man. We lost to the Patriots in overtime. We lost to the Colts in overtime. We played teams very well. We lost teams that we should have beat. We didn't. That's why we got rid of fucking Radio Raheem. And then, like I said about the Chiefs, man. And then look, here's the crazy thing about the Chiefs, bro. Next year, man, I might even put the Chiefs next year at bottom again because you know what? And listen to this. They're probably not going to have Patrick Mahomes, and they're negative $50-something million under the cap. They are not going to have no money. They are the bottom of the cap. I think there's like minus 51, 58 million.
But the cap might go up to 305.
It's going about 301, 307. It's going up this year.
So they already showed it, and I think they went from negative 57 million to like negative 51 million in the cap. So they're in the red by a lot. So it's going to be hard for them to come back, even with what's his name.
Can I ask? I want to ask one more thing, Professor. But then I know we done.
No, go ahead, brother. You good?
Hey, our new head coach, Stefanski. What you think?
Let me wipe the.
Hold on.
I got to respond to the bet.
Go ahead.
But also got to comment
on
on
that. KT, hold on. You good?
Like when I hopped in the chat in a few shows, like the main vitriol wasn't with me. I think you got me confused with Mark. He was the one fighting hard for it.
Yeah.
My thing was I said you made a bad bet because, and sorry, Omar, your team got to catch this straight. You were saying the Chiefs were going to finish last, like the Raiders didn't exist.
We don't.
That's why I said you made a bad bet because I knew I couldn't lose that bet. Second, I actually was a fan of your Falcons. If you remember correct, the reason I told you that they wouldn't is because Penix would be the quarterback. Man. I said had they gone with Cousins, they'd be a better team. But if they're going with Penix, there's no way they finish that. And to give you, hey, I love having fun. I love talking sports. I'm willing to wipe it, man. It's a cool gym. I'm willing to wipe it, man.
Hey, look, man.
Better
we
than me.
Go have a beer or something like that, man. It was fun, though, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And going forward, honestly, I'm gonna tell you this for your Falcons. Just to answer can too. I think Falcons will be in the Super Bowl within the next 4 years.
Hey, I would hope so.
With Penix?
I didn't say when. I said they'll be in. No,
we'll be in there.
They're hosting it.
Yeah,
they're hosting.
Atlanta's hosting.
In 2028 years. 2028 been in Atlanta.
Yeah, within the next 4 years,
yeah.
he'll have them in there.
The stance.
Canteen. I mean, to answer your question, so I wasn't a fan of Stefanski at first. I did want to get Kubiak from Seattle. I was like really
Kubiak, yeah.
I started to do a little bit of looking at what he was, and I talked to Dion about this. I like the fact that he was in Minnesota for as many years as he was, and he didn't just become like a coordinator 1 year and then boom and dip out of there. He was the coordinator for Minnesota Vikings when they had that good season with Kirk Cousins as their quarterback. Before then, he was the quarterback's coach. I really hope, because I know Pease is going to be the one that's calling the plays, and I'm not really a big fan of the Pease sign. Tom Pease, who Dion? I was waiting for the who. But I do hope that
I was waiting to say pause because I thought you were going somewhere with that piece. I know you like doing that.
But I think that Bill Callahan is going to make that offensive line amazing, and that's going to really elevate even Bijan a lot more. I do think we're going to lose Tyler Algier, which sucks because him and Bijan were a great 1-2. He might be, he's going to go off somewhere and be a really good running back starting somewhere for somebody else. But let's see, man. I don't know what they're going to do with Penix.
I'll take Pitts. Pause.
Pitts
should be the happiest person in the NFL.
Yeah.
Right now,
and
what he did. Look what Stefanski did with Fanning, the tight end. You know what I'm saying? That they did. Fanning had an amazing season as a tight end over there in Cleveland. So I mean, he can do the same thing with Pitts.
Njoku.
And Njoku too.
Yeah.
I actually like the Stefanski hire for you guys because look what he did in Cleveland. And man, Cleveland is such a bad organization from top to bottom. Mm-hmm. And what he was able to do there, I think, in a good organization like Atlanta, he'll raise them. Also, losing Algier will be big. He won't have a 1,000-yard season for another team, but he'll have 998.
Anybody have any other thoughts they want to talk about NFL wise? Any other stories before we get out of here?
I'll say for Niners, Raider Raheem, he's good friends with Kyle Shanahan. I think we might interview him. I wouldn't mind him.
Defensive coordinator, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't run the wide nine. He's good at because he was the Rams, he's McVay's at DC, and he's not a bad DC. But if I can have mine, a person, it'd be Schwartz. We can steal Schwartz because he's mad that Cleveland skipped him over. And I know he has 1 year left on his contract, but I would love to have Schwartz as our DC.
Hey, one more thing, Professor, before we go. Please. Salah going to Tennessee. What do y'all think?
Where's the stadium at Tennessee? Where's that at, Omar? The new one.
It's going to be right next to the old one. They demolished. Yeah. They're doing it in the parking lot.
What do y'all think about Salah going to Tennessee, man?
Opens next year. Okay.
Yeah, it won't be this year. It'll be next year opening. I think that Salah is a good pickup for them. They needed a defensive coordinator. Seeing how their defense sucked pretty much, but they've got some good young players on the defense that they can build up.
Simmons, at least.
I think Robert Saleh would have been a good head coach anywhere as well. So I think that's a good pickup for them.
I'm worried about who's going to be the OC for Ward. That's my main thing. I thought it was going to be McDaniel, but McDaniel, I think the bigger story for me personally is McDaniel going to the Chargers to help out
OC.
Harbaugh, because Greg Roman's trash. Right. I hate Greg Roman. He's awful. And so I think I want to see how Herbert's going to be with
McDaniel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Any other thoughts? Anybody have any other?
Who's the Redskins DC? Peach? Come on, Mr. Post everything. Who's the Redskins DC? Let's hear it.
We got the passing coordinator from the Vikings.
Who?
Who? Exactly. But
I'm not
the
mad. Passing coordinator? The passing coordinator for your defense?
No, but
what the fuck is that?
Where did they do that at?
I like the system.
Where do they do that at?
He's coming from, though. I like the system he's coming from, though. I'm hoping for the best for both coordinators. They're both young as hell. They're like 10 years younger than my ass, both of them. So we'll see. It's I don't know.
Zach Orr for the Ravens. He was a young cat.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. Like they've never done it before, so I don't have any comments yet. Neither of them have done it yet. So we shall see.
Pause. There you go. Y'all talk about in the comments.
I know. Yeah. No, I'm not even looking at it anymore. We need to get out of here. Everybody enjoy tonight. Enjoy the Super Bowl.
One thing. I didn't know we was gonna do this, but got to give a shout out. Rest in peace to Catherine O'Hara for us older guys. You know what I'm saying? Home Alone mom, she passed away, and also Lou Holtz passed away today too, right?
Did he really? I missed that.
Wow. Lou Holtz supposed to pass away today, so rest in peace to those two icons, man. Right there.
Omar's fellow Lisp man. Damn.
Yeah. Hey, also rest in peace to man. I forgot his name, but who played Lamont Sanford from Sanford and Son.
Yeah, he did.
Mad clips of those. I love one of my favorite shows of all time. Rest in peace to him. Omar, you asked me earlier. I have Shakur Stevenson win a split decision going against Teofimo Lopez. I also got Volkanovski losing second round to Diego Lopez.
Wow. Wowzers. All right. Well, there you go.
Shout out to my youngin, man. Had his basketball game day, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks.
Hey, shout out to your son with the line. 6 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks. How tall is he? So is he tall? He's much taller than all the rest of the kids, or what are we talking?
Yeah, he's 10 years old. He's 5'1".
Okay. Damn. Well, salute to him. Good luck to him in the future. We'll hope to hear more updates.
We were in Vegas. I didn't know you at the time, Bob. I wish we knew because we were we were all there for a draft in August. I wish I knew.
Yeah, you'll find a reason to come back. That's the great thing about living in Vegas. Everybody finds a reason to come visit.
I will come back ASAP. I ain't gonna front.
We'll be there. We'll definitely go back. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, hey, we really appreciate everybody tuning in today. Hit that like button, whether watching now or on the replay. You do help out everybody in the algorithm. Dirty Mojo, you find him on IG at Dirty Mojo. Shane Peach at Peachomania on X. Ken, the Stat Man, is at the Bottom Line Sports with Flo. Check out their new show, Clubber D, at Clubber D on YouTube and ClubberD.D on TikTok. And Bobby G, again, because I don't know all your channels, I'll save you for last. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for being cordial on that bet with you and Lamar. Y'all can handle that offline for now. I am no longer involved in that. Go ahead, my brother.
Hey, right there on the screen, man, on the YouTube at GameTime_Bobby G, and of course on X, aka Twitter, whatever you want to call it, at Audible_Bobby G.
There you go. Yes, it is there on the screen, as he said. And again, I'll go ahead and link all those in the comments as well, so you can find everybody's social medias. We really appreciate you tuning in this year. Enjoy the Super Bowl, enjoy the fights, and we will see you next time. Holla.
Peace, fellas.
Peace.
He's with the millions.
It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure four. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated, folks. Get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action packed, back to back. In fact, this monster will grow. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Oh, shit.